All right, there we go.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the call. My name's Dr. Erin, and this is my husband, Garth.
Hi, everyone.
And we are coming from Reno, Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
We have been with this company and sharing the drops since January, so about 5, 6
Was it
months.
really since January?
Yes,
Oh,
5, 6 months
good
of
for
fun.
him.
We have over 2,100 people on our team
Mm-hmm.
that are enjoying the drops. And if this is your first time hearing about all of this, we're so excited for you and so glad that you're here. And we will begin. We'll probably be 20, 23 minutes or so.
But
Um,
who's counting?
We've got some fun facts that we learned this week from our owner.
Yeah,
We might
pretty
be
exciting
throwing
stuff.
in some fun facts as well.
Yep.
But we are saying bye-bye shots, hello drops, and we're going to be talking about the world's very viral product, which are these tri-GLP drops,
Mm-hmm.
and what the heck this is all about. So before we begin, can they see us?
Yeah. Well, they're seeing the screen.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we can't do this.
We can stop,
Oh, okay.
share, and now they can
Okay.
see us.
Okay. We like to play a little fun game called This or That
Mm.
at the beginning of our Zooms. Okay. So I have the needle. I represent the big pharma GLPs
This.
that are taking over the world,
Yep.
the number one drug in the world. Um, yeah, the
The
GLP
synthetics.
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 And
Yep.
you represent
I
the
represent
virgin
our,
drops.
yep, try GLP, completely natural.
So let's play this or that.
Okay.
So, would you rather have something synthetic from Big Pharma that has some negative side effects?
Mm-hmm. Or would you rather have something completely natural that has no contraindications, side effects that showed up in the clinical studies that were done on this product?
Would you rather stab yourself with a needle or
Or would you rather place a few drops underneath your tongue?
would you rather lose 20 to 60% of your weight loss from your muscle?
Or would you rather 100% of your weight loss come from fat?
Ooh, and no lean muscle.
No muscle loss,
Right,
no water loss.
right.
Yeah.
Would you rather have just one GLP pathway, the GLP-1,
Or would you rather have the tri GLP or three pathways of GLP-1, GLP-2, and GIP?
would you rather have to go through a gatekeeper or a medical professional and get your jabs?
Or would you rather order this from the comfort of your own home?
Okay, so it's a fun little game, but let's get started.
All right, I gotta go back to share. Nope. Click there. There we go. All right. No, come on. There we go.
All right, well, this presentation is for you and these drops are for you. If you are someone that wants to lose weight naturally, maybe you don't really like needles. Maybe you want an affordable GLP. So what we have is way more affordable,
Yes.
sometimes up to 90% more affordable than the research peptides that are out there.
Hmm.
Maybe you suffer from food noise and you want to turn down the volume on the food noise.
That was me.
Yes, that was me. That's a brain thing.
Yep.
And food noise is that pesky voice in your head that says you want to keep eating when really you're not hungry, but you just want to eat the chips and just keep eating the chips.
Well, especially chips, because as you get older, research shows that older people start to crave carbohydrates more. So
Yeah.
the snacking on the chips becomes much more challenging to not want to do. Does
Save
that make
the
sense?
save
Yeah.
the aging people. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to switch from the shots to a natural solution. So maybe you're just learning about the drops and you've been on the shots and
Mhm.
maybe you've achieved your weight loss goal with the shots and maybe you want to maintain your weight loss naturally now that you're learning how to do that.
No rebound. You don't want to rebound, basically. Yep.
Maybe that, well, this is for you if you like your muscle and you want to keep it.
Well, everyone should like their muscle. If you haven't heard of it, write down the word sarcopenia. So
Yes.
that is your muscle loss as you age, and that ends up being a big comorbidity factor for people as they age because you lose strength, you're unable to recover and repair and survive. And what was the quote you just said that Dan said at our last call? What was,
We are interested in adding life to your years, not just years to your life.
yeah, I love
So,
that.
yeah, I'll say we want to add life to your years. And that's what muscle does for you. Instead of just adding years to your life, muscle is actually known as the longevity organ. Your
Yeah.
heart is a muscle. There are a lot of things that are muscle in there other than just your six pack abs.
And I want to be able to play with my grandkids and not just play with them while I'm sitting on a Barca lounger. I want to like be down on the ground with them in the backyard with them. So muscle
Oh,
big time.
I want to dominate at pickleball.
I know you do.
I do. I want to wear the hot pink outfits. I want all the things
You want to
in that.
dominate the fashion
Yes,
and the game.
okay.
Yeah.
This is for you if you want to make money from your phone, helping other people get healthy and do all these awesome things. And if this is for you, if you want to be in the momentum of launching what we have never seen is a more viral product
Yeah.
than this. This has gone completely viral.
Yeah. So Erin touched on this a little before, but the shots that you see on TV, specifically Ozempic, is the number one pharmaceutical in the world right now. And it seems like, I don't know, every third TV commercial, every other commercial that pops up, if you're watching streaming, it's all over the airports, everywhere you go are advertisements for these GLP-1 synthetic shots.
You know, the fastest growing segment of the pharmaceutical and nutraceutical space
Mhm.
is peptides. And the fastest growing segment of peptides is GLPs.
Yes.
And so
Specifically GLP-1, right?
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you look at GLP-1s, this is an interesting fun fact. So in the next 3 to 4 years, these are going to be completely bananas huge, like 500 billion. But I just want to like hold that number, 500 billion. Adderall, the number one med for ADHD,
Hmm.
was 20 billion.
Wow.
So GLPs alone are going to be 500 billion. Viagra, that was a big one. Oh, that was a pun. I didn't mean it like
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay.
Honey,
Viagra,
keep it clean.
8 billion. So
Wow, only 8 billion.
GLPs are 500 billion. Wegovy, you've heard of Wegovy. I think Wegovy is a dual agonist. I think it has two.
I think the Zepbound
Oh,
was the
okay.
dual.
But Wegovy sells $13 billion every 3 months.
Wow.
Okay, so it's a big deal.
Well, you just covered some of those numbers, and we gave them updated numbers.
Updated numbers,
Yep.
not 100 billion
So
by
when we made
2030.
this slide 4 or 5 months ago, the projection was 100 billion by the year 2030. Now they're saying 500 billion. So a 5 times increase just in a few months of where they see this is trending. Absolutely incredible.
Our owner was telling us that Eli Lilly
Yeah.
has set aside $50 billion
Hmm.
for manufacturing just to try to keep up with the demand of the next med that is coming, which is called retatrutide or whatever that
Retatrutide.
retatrutide with
Ratatouille. No,
stop. It's triple agonist.
no,
Which
that's the double.
no, Retta is 3. I do know that it has glucagon
No, I
in
wrote
it.
down two.
Oh no. Retta is the 3. But they are projecting that Retta will do $1 trillion.
No, that Eli Lilly will become valued at $1 trillion. That they would follow SpaceX and become the next $1 trillion company,
So,
which is unbelievable.
so right now we're sitting on this market where 30% of Americans are actively looking for a GLP. Okay, just think about that. You don't have to convince people. They're looking for a GLP. They're not like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe in GLPs. I don't know. I've never heard of GLPs. No, they're like, where can I get mine?
Yeah.
Is what they're doing. And that's just Americans. This company is in 80 countries, but 10% of Americans are currently using a GLP.
Yeah.
So imagine that you have in your hands the natural version of the weight loss shots.
Hmm.
Without the needles, without 40 to 60% muscle loss, without nausea, without high cost, you have something that people are looking for.
So about 100 million people are looking, and about 30 million people are actively using it. So huge numbers, huge market potential. All right, so the drop, our signature drop embodies everything that we stand for: revolutionary delivery, pure innovation, and transformative wellness. It's made of four natural ingredients. The first one is extract of salmon from a beautiful fjord in Norway. That's where my family's from. We still have a farm there, actually, as well as organic lemon peel extract, organic ginger root extract, and then deionized water. That's it. Those are the four
Okay,
ingredients.
so does it taste like fish and do you get fish burps?
It absolutely does neither because the extraction process is not from the flesh of the fish. So no, no fish burps, no fish taste. The taste actually is the lemon and the ginger.
Can you imagine how awful that would be?
That would suck.
That would be awful.
Yeah. So I touched on this before with the organic lemon and the organic ginger. We have a number of certifications on here that help us be able to make the claim of beyond organic. And I'll just read them here real quick so I understand they're small on your screen, but we're free from antibiotics, free from BSE, TSE. We have zero additives, kosher certified, free from pesticides. It's actually food grade. We are certified food grade, NACCP certified, halal certified, non-GMO, and we have the good manufacturing process certified. So I'm going to touch on a couple of those. When you have kosher certification and halal certification, that is commonly referred to that beyond organic. Those other certifications help, but if you can have kosher and halal, that helps get you beyond organic when you're kind of looking at how the USDA gives an organic stamp to it. That last one on there, the certified good manufacturing process. And Patrice, for halal, you can look that up. It's a I don't want to butcher it wrong, but it's an Eastern religion, Eastern culture certification that they look for, similar to kosher is for the Jewish faith. But the certified good manufacturing process, that's a really hard certification to get because they look at everything from the sourcing of the ingredients to the manufacturing facility to the packaging down to the actual hygiene of the people working in the facility. So what that gives you is actual pharmaceutical level cleanliness, purity, re repetitive, being able to reproduce the process. So
Mm.
certified GMP is a very great certification to have.
Hmm. So what do these drops do? It's more like what don't they do? Because you'll see they do a lot of
They do
things
do a lot of things, yeah.
other than just fat loss.
Yep.
But then they're called tri-GLP because they activate three GLP pathways. And so three paths, one ignition with the drops. So let's talk about that. So the key benefits are these triple action synergy.
Mhm.
First, we've got this appetite control without a restrictive diet. So again, it turns off the food noise. That's what GLP-1s do,
Yep.
okay? We also have gut healing for digestive wellness.
Mhm.
So I hadn't really realized till I realized that in the last 5 months of being on these drops, I haven't had any tummy issues.
You use them
Like,
quite a bit.
I know it's
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness. So
Yep.
that is certainly something that the shots do not do. The shots tend to cause a lot of tummy issues
That's
and
true.
constipation and certainly do not heal the gut microbiome like ours do. It helps with metabolic balance and sustained energy. And it is really a comprehensive transformational product for your mind and body because if you know anything about the gut is known as the second brain. I'm a psychologist and we know that 80% of our mood receptors are found in our gut. It's like if your gut's healthy, you're going to be happy kind of thing. And so they're like
That's
little happy drops.
and that's kind of where that term hangry comes from. I mean, if you're hungry, some people get very angry. So that's part of that what'd you say, gut brain axis thing.
Mhm.
So some of the other key benefits that we have based off of the clinical research that was done is the weight loss. So people are seeing anywhere from 15 to 25% weight reduction. We should really change that because it's not just weight reduction, it's actually fat loss. Because again, as to reiterate, we don't want to just lose weight because that can include muscle and water. We want to lose fat as well. So the next thing that this helps with when it comes to the clinical results, your blood sugar, improved glucose control and HbA1c, much better sustained vitality, no crashes. I just had my annual physical with my doctor, and last year's results, she had me down as taking an energy drink every day. And she's checking with you. I don't know. I only do like maybe one or two a week, and it's usually on the weekends.
Rock on,
So
Garth.
better energy. Inflammation. So many folks are reporting inflammation improvements in their joints and
Wait.
their overall body. Oh, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we learned some things that
Just a few.
these drops are not just for fat loss, like we were talking about. They are anti-aging.
Oh yeah.
They are anti-inflammatory. So we talked about that on the slide here. They are an immune product. They're
Mm.
great for your immunity. They are a gut product, great for your gut, great for insulin sensitivity, controlling the blood sugar, and they also really are helping with addiction. And so if you know about the GLP literature, GLPs are really, if they're turning off the food noise, they're tending to turn off other, it's the same kind of
Addictive.
dopamine channel,
Yeah.
the pleasure center of the brain. It's the same mechanism. So they're really, that's why GLPs are going to be such a big med too,
Mm.
because they're really going to be utilized for
Yeah.
addiction. Um, I wanted to share a couple statistics with you. So just listen because it kind of shows just the problems that we have at hand and how impactful these drops can be. So right now in the world, 1 in 8 people have diabetes. 1 in 3 are pre-diabetic. Now, 70 to 80% of us have insulin resistance. And 72% of us are overweight or obese.
Mhm.
Now, in the 1960s, only 30% of us were obese. And now I said 72% are overweight or obese. In the 1970s, 5% of children were obese. Now, 22% of children are obese. So we really have a product that can help so many people, and we have so many problems. Um, and so,
And for this slide, that last one on there, I really want to touch on the last two words, actually, nutrient absorption. We've already talked about improving the gut health. But if your digestion system is not working properly and you're taking a multivitamin or vitamin D or you're drinking some greens or whatever, if your digestion system isn't good, you have some of the most expensive urine out there because it's just going right through your body. So that's where a lot of that improved energy is coming from, is people are actually better able to
mm.
absorb the nutrients that are in their food, in their multivitamin, in their shakes, whatever the case may be. So that is a big improvement that a lot of people are experiencing as well. So why is Tri-BGLP different? Well, we've got 3 years proprietary research and development. We talked about the no needles. Obviously, that's a huge thing for people. Patent pending bioavailable technology. The fact that we just drop it underneath our tongue for better absorption is huge. Pharmaceutical grade manufacturing standards. I mentioned that certified GMP. Direct to consumer, no medical gatekeepers. And that's the last one on there. So it's your wellness. It should be your choice of whether you'd like to use this product or not. So here's some of the clinical studies that were done. And this was done on the powder that comes from the salmon, which this is an extract of that powder. Do we want to touch on the Ignite now? So yeah, so I think Larry had a question in the chat about, does the Ignite powders do the same thing? Absolutely. In fact, the Ignite powders, I would argue, is going to be better than the drops because the clinical studies were done on the actual powder. Our drops are an extract of the powder.
So what
So
is
we're
the
going,
Ignite powder?
the Ignite powder is the salmon extract. And it's a higher dose than what the drops are. It's the actual clinical dose that was done with the human clinical trials. Is that what you're
So
asking
no,
for?
let our
Okay.
listeners don't know what we're talking about.
Okay.
So
All right. I
on
probably jumped
July
ahead.
on July 4th,
Oh, sorry. Yes, yes.
we are launching a powder version of the drops. And the powder version is a cran apple tasting powder that you add to your water. So it's like take it and go. Like it's just stick packs, right?
Yeah.
And yes, that's what Garth is saying. The powder version has 8 clinical studies
Yep.
and 13 FDA claims and function claims that we can make that
We
has
can legally
never
make.
ever been done in the history of nutraceuticals
Yep.
where you could say that. And I want you to think about this. Those studies allow us to move from these products might possibly do this to be able to say these products do this.
Yep.
Do you see the difference? When you have actual FDA claims, medical studies,
Legally approved to
you can
say.
actually say these products do this thing.
Yep.
not they might possibly help
And
with.
there's 13 things that we can legally say that the powder will do. Um, we'll get into that more
Yeah.
maybe on the next presentation because we it just was launched last week, so we need to update our slides and go through that. But again, July 4th, Ignite, perfect name, perfect date to launch that. So we're absolutely excited about that. Do we want to go through these testimonies, or for time, do you want to jump
Um,
ahead a little? What
we'll
would you like
jump
to do,
ahead.
honey?
So
Okay.
if you are new here, ask the person who invited you to add you to our testimonials Facebook group where we have over 14,000 people that have been using the drops for the last 5 months and sharing their results. And then also when you go to the Origin website, the front page now has all of the clinical studies. So if you're a science geek, you just click on the science and you just have fun. You're just going to have so much fun looking at all the science and the
Absolutely.
research studies. So like we said, it's the perfect timing for this natural breakthrough. We've talked about so many people currently on the GLPs, many interested in them. And so we are entering the US market with 100 million consumers. We're entering and we have been and launched in 80 countries. So, really, when you think of this, the power of this, the kind of perfect storm is we know GLPs aren't on trial. No one's like, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if they really work.
Do
Yeah, we do know.
GLPs work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so imagine sharing what everyone wants and no one else has. That's called gold. That's like the golden goose. That's just a dream,
The blue
okay?
ocean.
We want to share a little bit of a picture of how you make money growing a business, selling and sharing these drops and powder that's
Yeah.
coming. And what's something we really, really want you to get excited about is we make 50% commissions on our customers. And when people purchase these products from us, 50%. That's incredible. That adds up very fast. So imagine, you sold one bottle at $65. You just do the math. It's half, $32.50 a bottle. I mean, again, if you do the math, it adds up. It adds up. And imagine you're actually, if you're helping people that are in the weight loss phase, they're on the what used to be 3 bottles a month. Now it's 2 bottles. Don't even worry. Don't get
Yep.
concerned. Don't get worried. We actually just switched our bottles, but it's the same price. So look at if someone is in a weight loss phase, they're going to be ordering $140 a month. That's $70. That adds up. 3 customers a month. Can you help 3 people that want to lose weight or lose fat and all these other extra benefits?
So I think just real quick on that. So what's great about this product from a business standpoint is we do have the weight loss component of it, which is where you're taking kind of a higher dosage. And then once you've reached your target weight, it's highly recommended you just drop it down by about a third of what you're doing and maintain taking the drops or the powder for weight or for, excuse me, for health maintenance. And a lot of that comes down to the inflammation, the improvements to your gut health. You just want to be able to maintain that, and it's your body's own ability to produce the GLP-1, GLP-2, and GIP. So you don't want to revert back to your body pre the product of not being able to produce those GLPs. You want your body to continue producing the GLP-1, 2, and GIP. So that's the great thing about this product is even once people have reached their
Yeah.
target weight loss, fat loss, I'm going to change. I'm going to start changing that. Their target fat loss, there's still huge benefit to just obviously lowering the dose and maintaining your health. So,
That's so good.
yeah, so we'll go through some of these here. I'll let you cover these, Sonny.
There's another really cool part of our comp plan and the compensation plan. We get paid in 9 different ways, and we're not going to talk about all of them, but one of them is called a sponsoring matching bonus. And it's very, very simple. You can go and enroll as many people as you want to infinity and beyond. Okay. And let's just take this as an example. If I enrolled these 5 people, you're going to get a 20% weekly check match on everyone that you personally sponsor. So I have sponsored over 100 people. That's 100 little paychecks. That's a good
That's
thing.
not bad.
Okay. And that I'm going to get rewarded also when I help my people, help their people. So this is just a fun little math example to do. Like, let's just imagine those people had these kind of paychecks. You're going to get 20% of it every week in your check match.
Yep.
Another thing we have is what's called a monthly lifestyle bonus, and Garth's going to explain this to you. And this is something you can make every single month.
Yep. So yeah, thanks for that, honey. So this is in case of, let's say July, you enroll two people, and then those two people also enroll. You're going to get a $100 monthly bonus on that. Now the great thing is that's not just one time. August comes around and you do the same thing. And actually, it can be those same two people direct to you. If they got two additional people, you're still going to maintain that bonus. So it doesn't always have to be new people every month. Just down the line, it needs to be new people.
Okay, it can be the same people.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah,
powerful.
it
You
absolutely is.
find two people that find two people, and every month, if they stay, you're going to get a bonus.
And then it gets even better because it's the same principle, the same mechanism, but then it's a 3x3, which jumps up to a $300 bonus. And you can do it with a 4x4, $500 bonus. Now, this is on top of all the other bonuses and commissions you're making. This is just one component of it. 5x5, $700 monthly bonus. And again, that can be earned every single month.
So on our team, we teach what's called Five to Thrive. And it's basically everyone's job is to go and find five people that want to do this business. And when everyone does that, everyone's getting $700 bonus every month. That's just the bonus, you guys.
One of the bonuses.
That like changes your life.
Yeah, that's a nice car payment.
That's a lot of money.
Hmm.
And again, it's the same, it can be the same five people. So it's really, really wonderful.
Yep. And then this one here is this is something that in your first 48 hours, you'll see a little countdown clock after you've made your first order. You've got 48 hours to enroll two people. If you do that, then every single week, forever and ever, you're eligible for this 1% company bonus pool. So every week going forward that you enroll two new people, you'll take part in this 1% company bonus pool. And what they do is they take all the sales they made that week, take 1% of that, and then divide it by the number of people who earned the company bonus pool. Now, let's say you go on vacation in July and you missed that for, let's say you take a month off and you missed it. You didn't lose it. As long as you qualified for it in the first 48 hours, you're automatically qualified every week going forward, whether you get the two or not. So that's huge. And the rate, it has ranged anywhere from 13 to 400 plus dollars. And as our business continues to grow, the company's earnings are getting bigger and bigger, obviously. And you mentioned this before. We'll just touch on it. We're in over 80 countries. This slide needs to be updated, but we're constantly adding new countries all the time that this product and this business opportunity are available to.
So as we wrap up, again, our owner painted the picture for us that the GLP peptide space is going to be $500 billion in the next 5 years. So he said this very interesting, wonderful fun fact statistic, which was if our company does 1 to 2% of that global market, if we just get 1% of that market, we will be the biggest network marketing company in the world. So take a look at this, join us, understand that the opportunity of a lifetime needs to be seized during the lifetime of the opportunity. This is happening. It's happening right now. It's not too good to be true. It's actually true, and it's really, really, really good, and it's happening. So join us at Origin. It's just remarkable, and we hope that you have such a wonderful weekend. And thank you so much for coming and listening to this, and we'll see you
And if you
next
want to learn
time.
more, go back to the person who invited you to this call and they can get you some additional information.
All right, everyone, drop it like it's hot. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.